So what and where to buy a food from? The idea is that, as Hedi said, sort of support your local produce.
Definitely.
I mean, funny enough, for instance, if you buy your local honey from your local honey maker, you are breathing the pollen from all the flowers around, and your body is designed to have that honey.
Yeah.
So you get double the amount of benefit from it if you buy sort of local things. You might struggle with thinking, oh well, I'm gonna spend too much money for that, but not really. If you have farmers markets in your area, and you go, they sometimes have promotions, like
definitely.
3 bags of apples for £1,
Yeah.
or you buy your greens. The green leaves, have you seen that? I mean, there are just so many different leaves in
Yeah.
there, and it's just, we can buy it for a week and have salads every day. And those greens, the way they taste is just something else,
Such a
isn't
big
it?
difference. And going back to the honey might cost you, I'll give you an example, a proper raw good quality honey can be $6.99 compared to your traditional supermarket, which is $1.99. But the raw honey still has all the nutrients and all the benefits that the bee put such a hard work in, and it stays in there. Where if you buy the heavily processed one in a supermarket, that goes through heating up and changing completely the structure of the honey, you will feel the benefit, not with the 1 spoon, but in a long term, the benefits are much more bigger than the usual processed stuff from the supermarket. And supporting the locals, again, it might be slightly more expensive, but you're supporting your local community, you're supporting people that care. Those giant supermarkets, they sell products because they want to make money, and that is the main purpose. But that farmer, puts so much work into it. It's his business, he loves it, he's passionate about it. So go and support them rather than shopping in one of those massive chains.
There is a difference in between supermarkets. I'm not going to mention any names,
No,
but
definitely.
you have market where you go to and you've got so many options, and it's kind of fresher somehow, and when you eat it, it actually has taste. One of the things that what happens is you buy something from a supermarket and you try to make a raw salad with it, and you're like, it has no taste.
Yeah.
Then you go, for instance, to your local produce, farmers market, whatever. You buy greens in there and you're like, whoa, it's got so many different tastes in there. What's wrong with the picture? And people just don't put, one and one together. They somehow, because the main problem today is that there's so much information out there.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming. But once again, another thing that you notice when you shop in a traditional supermarket, all the fruit and vegetable is sparkling, is well polished, it doesn't look ugly, it hasn't got any distorted shape. But the one from the farm is still a little bit dirty. There's some, spots on it because it literally comes from the ground. They don't make it look pretty.
Common sense.
Yeah.
This is what I think people lost. Everyone is drawn or almost controlled, sorry to say that, but almost controlled by media and advertisement and stuff like that. I mean, come on, we have as I mentioned in my last video, we have massive advertisement company that's been going for decades about how dairy is good for us, how it helps our bones and teeth. No, it doesn't.
No.
You don't.
If it would be that great, why there's so many supplements for calcium? If it was really fulfilling all our needs, why, if you go in a Boots or any pharmacy, there's a huge shelf of different calcium supplements? Why? If we can get it all from milk, why do we need those? Well, clearly because we can't. Unless you really can drink the milk directly from a cow, that is a raw cow's milk, which is not very nice. At least it's not pasteurized, and at least it's more natural. But the one you get in your bottle, that's got nothing to do with milk. Nothing at all.
Yeah, not mentioning all the pus and blood that comes
Exactly.
into it. It's disgusting. The animals are being treated in the most horrible way. It's not nice at all.
And the choices today, you've got beautiful brown rice milk, it's naturally sweet, it's gorgeous and thick. Hemp milk is lovely as well. Unsweetened almond milk, coconut milk. I mean, you're spoiled for choice, and you can go lots of different flavors. Vanilla, chocolate, you can even make your own one. I've got a couple of recipes. It's so simple. You soak almonds for 12 hours, you put them in your blender, then you put it in a cloth, give it a good squeeze. There you go. Beautiful almond milk. It's as simple as that and
It's
costs
so
you
sweet.
nothing.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
And it's very thick and creamy.
It is really, really nice.
And you can add your own little bit of vanilla flavoring, or you put one date in and make it a bit more sweeter, a little bit of cacao to make it chocolatey. I mean,
the biggest trouble that you will have with this almond milk that Hedi is just mentioning is that you will struggle not to drink all of it. But also what you can do with the rest of the almonds, you can just mix them up with some dried fruit in a food processor.
And you can make cookies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or just like a protein bowl. You could mix some, let's say hemp protein powder in there. You know, you could cover it in coconut. With Omni Superfood.
It would be in it. I would mix it with your almond, a little bit of the milk, if you can, if you manage to leave some over. Put a little bit of almond butter and make a lovely protein bowl.
Yeah.
Must be delicious.
Yeah.
And you can dip it in with some melted raw chocolate to make it as a special treat.
There you go.